institutional knowledge in the global climate movement. Our third advocate is Ms. Dia Mirza. She's a very successful actor and producer from India, as well as the UN Environment Goodwill Ambassador for India. Our next advocate is Ms. Nadia Murad, a human rights activist of the Yazidi ethno-religious minority in Iraq, and someone who has committed herself to the inclusion of women and championing women in peace processes as well. And last, but definitely not least, is Mr. Edward Ndoku, a disabilities advocate with a master's in public policy from Harvard University, who has a very cool dream that he's going to tell us all about. All right. These advocates are incredible examples of local, national, and international cooperation. They've done incredible work in their own communities, and they continue to do that on a global level. And that's why it's so incredibly important for us to hear from them tonight about the things that really drive them as leaders and inspire their communities as well. I'm going to ask you. I have to put the pressure on the Emir of Kano first, you know? So I have to ask, over the past 3 years, you've worked with religious leaders in Nigeria to develop a Muslim law of personal status to address the interpretation of rights for women and children. Can you explain why this work matters to you so much and it's linked to education, poverty, and justice?
Thank you very much, Lana. If you read most of the literature on poverty today, it becomes clear that countries cannot have the economic transition we want without a demographic transition. That is now well known. We need to reduce the rate of population growth. We need to improve the quality of the children and not just commodify them. And to do that, you have to go back to attitudes towards the age at which girls get married, the level of education that girls have, the attitude towards child spacing and family planning, attitudes towards divorce and so on. And what I have found is that for you to make that change, you have to do it from within traditions and cultures. People only accept that change when they don't see it as being imposed from outside. Now, the truth is in many Muslim countries like Malaysia, Tunisia, Morocco, there have been these efforts, but you don't find any of that effort in sub-Saharan Africa. And we therefore have this situation where we've got limited resources, a rapidly increasing population, most of which does not have a high level of education, so that the youth that we have can end up with a youth vote that is not a dividend, but a disaster in the next 20 years. Now, to change this, we've got to address it through Muslim family law. And what we've done is to engage scholars, get them to reach certain consensus on the age at which girls get married, our attitude to family planning, the protection of the rights of women in divorce and in marriage, and then regulating polygamy, for example, because we do have situations where people who can't afford one wife end up marrying 3, 4 wives, producing children and leaving them on the street. So these are things that the law addresses, criminal domestic violence, and I think that it's going to be a powerful tool for the rights of women, for protecting against domestic violence, and also in the next 10, 20 years we'll see the impact of that in the demographic transition that we need.
That's it. Can I just say how incredibly important it is to have male religious and social and cultural leaders who are championing this? I think it is incredible, and I have to ask, what has been the biggest pushback as you've really worked through this?
Well, what you find when you begin to engage many scholars is that many Muslim jurists are experts in the law of a particular period. So for example, there's very little knowledge about what has happened in a number of Muslim countries in the 20th and 21st centuries. So people are specialists in reading jurisprudence from the 16th century, and they genuinely believe this is what Islam is. And the first difficulty is to get people to understand that as time changes, there are interpretations that need to change. And there's a distinction between the interpretation of the law and the divine law. Okay, so people have to look at the law within changing circumstances. Now, the second thing is some scholars have not really been involved and engaged with the real life problems of people. Now, we as leaders deal with that already. We see women who are battered by their husbands who claim that they have a right to be their wives. We see women who are divorced arbitrarily, and left to cater for children without any kind of support. And we know that that is not Islamic law. And as people begin to understand the real life implications of these abuses to which religion has been put, their sense of justice is what brings them to do. I've seen people who started opposing this law 100% come back to be the main advocates with me, period.
That's incredible. Can we all give